My best wishes to all the viewers. Welcome back to DT Studio, Director of Technical Education in Karnataka. Now we are going with the subject, that is course Surveying 2 for second year diploma students. Now, in the previous class, we have discussed. Now, I have given the introduction about the subject. Now, today, the first chapter, the first unit, that is Theodolite survey. In the Theodolite surveying, now first let us understand the instrument. Now, we have in the previous class I told you that in surveying, the main object or the main job is to measure the distances, either in the horizontal plane or in the vertical plane, and also to measure the vertical angles, horizontal angles, and calculating the distances by employing the trigonometrical functions. Now, the first and foremost, now in theodolite surveying, let us understand clearly the instrument. In the previous class, in the previous semester, we have studied the chain survey, that is to measure the horizontal distances in X and Y plane, in the horizontal plane. Now, also you have studied the elevation, that is levels, difference in elevation levels, that is in the vertical plane. Now, the advanced equipment, after understanding the previous classes, that is chain and tape survey, compass, and also the leveling instrument. Now let us understand clearly the instrument. Now this is called theodolite. The theodolite survey, the first unit of our course content. See, now the theodolite is one most versatile equipment which is being used popularly used by all the engineers, civil engineers, to know that, to understand the features of the ground features, the topography of the ground. Now already I told you that the main objective is to measure the distances in horizontal plane and also in the vertical plane, now to measure the horizontal angles and measure the vertical angles. Isn't it? Now in that part, the first let us understand clearly the instrument that is called, this is called theodolite. It is the most cumbersome equipment, but once you understand this becomes very simple. There is nothing in this. When you look this, there are so many screws and looks like, see, how we can understand this. But as you get into this, now this becomes very simple and there is nothing in this. Now first let us understand clearly that in horizontal plane, vertical plane. Now the distances measured in the horizontal plane are the distances that is in the horizontal plane, that is either in the X direction or in the Y direction. But whereas in the vertical plane, if you measure the distances from one point to the other point, now it is a vertical distance between 2 points, given 2 points. Isn't it? Now, with respect to that, now I think we have already understand this instrument. This is called the level. The level is the instrument. It is used exclusively to measure the elevations. To find the difference in elevation between the different points. Isn't it? So therefore, now first let us know. Now this is the parts, various parts of the instrument. That is various parts of the level. Now in this level, now first let us understand clearly. Now this is see the leveling instrument. The leveling instrument is consisting of the first part, that is the tripod. The tripod is to support the instrument, isn't it? And the second part, it is the leveling gate. Now this part is called the leveling gate. and this is called the tri branch, that is triangle piece, isn't it? This is a triangular piece that is to support the instrument, isn't it? Now this is called the leveling head. The leveling head consisting of, again, there are two triangle plates, that is 1 and 2, and in between, kept apart, and in between this we have the foot screws. Now these are called the foot screws, isn't it? And again it is attached to the telescope. The telescope and the leveling head and the tripod is the level, and also this consisting of a level tube. Now that is leveling, that is to level the instrument, to make the line of sight horizontal, isn't it? Now whereas in this instrument, the leveling instrument, this can be the telescope can be rotated only through the vertical axis. Now it is possible we can read only in the horizontal plane, isn't it? Then it will rotate only in the horizontal plane, isn't it? Horizontal, it will rotate only in the telescope, rotate only in the horizontal plane. Now I will tell you again. Now this level consisting of, why I am saying this? Now let us know the difference between the level and the theodolite, isn't it? Now therefore, please understand. Now this instrument is exclusively used to make the line of sight horizontal, and with respect to the horizontal, using our leveling staff, we can measure the ground undulations, isn't it? So depending upon the ground undulation, the leveling staff will give the read with respect to the horizontal line, isn't it? So therefore, with respect to this horizontal line, we can measure the ground undulations, and we can use that data for the purpose. Now, for the purpose means mainly it is used to calculate the earthwork. Now, see, this instrument can be employed only when we need to calculate, we need to know the ground undulations. The only that can be done with this instrument. And the most important thing, please remember, now this telescope can be rotated only through the vertical axis. The vertical axis of the instrument, isn't it? This is the vertical axis and this is the horizontal axis, which is perpendicular to the line of sight, isn't it? Now, this has been, you have already, this instrument has been used by you people, and you know you are well versed with this instrument. Then I will come back. I will come to the current, in the present semester, in the current syllabus. Now we have the theodolite survey. Now therefore, in the theodolite survey, the one should understand clearly and carefully the instrument. If you understand this instrument, and if you understand the construction parts and its operation, most of the job is done. And also I told you in the previous class, we have the most advanced equipment. It is called theodolite. Total station. Isn't it? Total station is one instrument that can be applied, and you need not write anything. We can save all the data in the memory card. Then the memory card can be connected to our computer system. Then from the system you can connect it. You can work our AutoCAD drawings, and also you can do whatever we want. We can prepare the contour map. We can prepare the longitudinal sections, and we can prepare the cross sections, whatever you want. And we have the most advanced software. Using those software, directly we can calculate the volume of earthwork, that is the cutting or filling, whatever may be, we can do that. Isn't it? Now first, this is the basis. This is the basic survey equipment instrument. Now one should understand this. Isn't it? If you understand this, now most of our surveying problems are solved. And also we should know where and how the trigonometrical functions must be employed. Isn't it? Depending upon the purpose for which we are doing this, now we are using this instrument. Yes? Surveying means, now that is only, I told you that number of times I told you, that is only to measure the horizontal distance and vertical distance, horizontal distances and vertical distances. Yeah, it is true, but this is applied in our engineering practice. It is applied for things. Now, depending upon the purpose for which, now if you want to calculate the volume of water in the pond, then we will employ this instrument. and we have to take the levels at different points. Like there are if you want to construct a road, then we need to take the levels along the roadway we want to propose. Isn't it? Now first today we will understand this instrument. Isn't it? To understand this instrument, now let us see what are there in this instrument. Now see, this is the another instrument. This photograph is not this instrument. This is another instrument of similar kind, same type, nothing else, isn't it? But various views. There are different views out there. Now I have taken the photograph from the other theodolite, isn't it? The only color is that is black color, and this is silver color, and the rest is everything is same, isn't it? But what happens, with the theodolite? Now there are different types of theodolites available. That is old in the previous days. It was little bit cumbersome. It was little bigger, isn't it? Now today, then we have the theodolite, and we have now this is leveling instrument also. It was too big. Now different types of the leveling instruments were there. Now today we have most advanced versions. Now therefore it becomes very simple and simple. Now this is also become, if you want, you can see the old. If you go to the old institution, we'll get that very big instrument, and the size of the theodolite is defined. The size of the theodolite. Somebody should say what type of theodolite. Now therefore, the size of the theodolite is depending upon the diameter of this circle, isn't it? That I will come to that later. Now first, let us understand that is the construction parts of this instrument, isn't it? Now the construction parts of this instrument. The first one is, now see, this is the tripod. Everybody knows it. Why it is used and how it is fixed, isn't it? Now tripod, that is only to post or sit in the theodolite, isn't it? Now this will be adjusted according to the person who is handling this instrument. That can be lowered, that can be, isn't it? So whatever the way in which you want to do it. Now normally at this level the telescope should come, isn't it? Now that is how we are adjusting this instrument. And always when you set up the tripod, you make this triangular piece, the triangular plate should be made horizontal. As much as possible, we must make the horizontal. That is number one. Now this is the tripod, and this is called the leveling edge. This leveling edge, and see, now here this is one called horizontal circle. Now this is where I am holding this. Can you see this? Are you seeing this? Can you got it? Horizontal circle. It is horizontal circle, and we have the another one. It is vertical circle. This is the vertical circle. This is the vertical circle. This is the horizontal circle. And we have, this is one called telescope. This is the telescope. These are the main parts, and also we have that is bubble tube. That is the level tube. We are calling this as bubble tube. To make the more precise, the bubble tube. Do you know what is the function of the bubble tube? The bubble tube, when it is center of its run movement, then the level is horizontal, isn't it? Now, when the level is horizontal, then bubble will be at the center, isn't it? There are graduations in the bubble tube. Now those graduations, isn't it? The graduations. Now, whenever the instrument is made level, made horizontal, then the bubble tube will be at the center of its movement, isn't it? Now once again I will tell you. Now please understand. Now here the first one is the tripod. The second one is leveling edge. Second one is leveling edge. The second one is leveling edge, and yes, isn't it? This is the horizontal circle. This is the horizontal circle, and this is the horizontal circle, and this is the vertical circle. Can you see this vertical circle? Vertical circle, and this is the telescope. Isn't it? If you understand this clearly, now we will go one by one. First, we will understand clearly. Isn't it? Now, see, you know, this level, already I told you that the tripod, the triangular three-legged supporting element. Now, this is used to support the instrument, isn't it? Got it? Now, I will come one by one. I will explain one by one. I will explain one by one. Now, see, now this is the telescope. Please go back. Go back. See, this is the one telescope. Now, the essential parts of the telescope. The telescope consisting of see, the object glass, object end, and this is the eyepiece. Object glass, and eyepiece, isn't it? Right? Object glass and eyepiece. And also we have a diaphragm, a small glass piece. It is diaphragm means it is the central line, that is x-axis and y-axis central line mark. When you bisect the object, now we need to coincide that the diaphragm at the center, isn't it? That is inside the eyepiece, isn't it? Right? No, telescope consisting of object end and eyepiece, isn't it? And also this has a focusing screw. This is the focusing screw. That is to get the real exact image, isn't it? To catch the image of the object, to bisect the image, that is far away objects, isn't it? And you know, and see, now this is the telescope consisting of object piece, eyepiece, and a focusing screw. I think you are familiar with this instrument. I think everybody has gone through this, isn't it? The same instrument, same thing is there, but with little more features, isn't it? Now, already I told you that. Now, here in this case, in the leveling instrument, now only the telescope can be rotated only in the vertical axis, through the vertical axis, in the horizontal plane, isn't it? The line of sight will be always in the horizontal plane, isn't it? Okay, horizontal plane. Whereas in this case, now here there is the telescope can be revolved, rotated both in X plane and also in the Y plane, isn't it? See, now this is how we can do it. Now this is the horizontal axis. Now here in this instrument, now this can be rotated only through the Y axis, isn't it? Whereas in theodolite, no, this can be rotated, no, even that is in the X axis also, isn't it? That is the horizontal axis. Horizontal axis, this can be rotated, and also in the vertical axis also, this can be rotated, isn't it? That is how this instrument has been fabricated, isn't it? This machine has been made in such a way that the telescope can be rotated both in x-axis, both in vertical axis and also in the horizontal axis. Understood? Now, in the examination also, you must write in the similar manner, isn't it? Now, when sometimes it will be asked for 10 marks in the examination, isn't it? To explain the parts of the theodolite, isn't it? Then you need to write, you need to understand like this, isn't it? And when we come to the horizontal circle, now please see this horizontal circle. I will show all that is spare different parts of the theodolite in the slides later. Now, because dismantled and we have taken the photographs, I will show you that later, isn't it? First, let us understand that is main construction features of this instrument. Okay. Now, the second part of the main part of this theodolite is horizontal circle. One should understand carefully. Now, this horizontal circle. If you understand this horizontal circle, That is, most of the problem is done. Most of the problem, instrument problem is solved. Okay. Now please note, now there are, now this horizontal circle consisting of two plates. The horizontal circle consisting of two plates. One is the lower plate. The other one is upper plate. It is consisting of two plates. Understood? The lower plate is called the main plate. Isn't that? Main scale plate. Main scale circular plate. The lower plate. And the upper plate. Isn't that? Now these two are fixed. These two are fixed and a pure. Isn't that? With a cup and cone arrangement, now it is fixed. There is no screw or nothing else. Now these two plates are moving around in the horizontal plate. Now independently, one can rotate in the right clockwise, the other one can rotate in the anti-clockwise. Isn't that? They are free to move both the plates, the lower plate and also the upper plate. Both the plates are independent to move independently, isn't that? No, they are not rigidly fixed. If you want to fix this rigidly, now we need to attend that, isn't that? We can fix rigidly we can fix it both the plates without any movement. It is possible for us, depending upon the purpose where we are using, we are handling that, isn't that? Now first, understand the lower plate and the upper plate. Okay? Lower plate and upper plate. Isn't that? Lower plate and the lower plate is called the main scale plate, and it is graduated from 0 to 360 degree. It is graduated from 0 to 360 degree. Isn't that? It is a main circular horizontal circle consisting of lower plate. This lower plate is graduated from 0 to 360 degree. Isn't it? Graduated from 0 to 360 degree. Right? Isn't it? Lower plate. This lower plate is controlled by lower clamp screw. This lower plate is controlled by lower clamp screw. Lower clamp screw means, see, if the main movement of this plate will be restricted by a main plate of this lower plate is restricted by a clamp screw. It is a clamp, main clamp screw. Horizontal circle, main clamp screw. That I will show you here. See, you can look at this. Now this is the one. Now this is the one. The main lower plate clamp screw. Lower plate clamp screw. See, if I close this, now if I close this, there is no movement of the instrument. There is no, only the instrument is moving over the upper plate. The lower plate is fixed. Lower plate is rigidly fixed. Now if you want to control both the instrument, if you want to restrict both the movement, now see both are fixed. Now there is the lower plate is controlled by lower clamp screw, isn't it? And also we have a slow motion screw for the lower plate, isn't it? That lower plate. Now this is the lower clamp screw, isn't it? Tangent screw. We are calling this as tangent screw. Can you see this? Can you see this? Isn't it? Now this is the main scale. This is the main. That is the lower plate is controlled by lower clamp screw, and the another screw is called slow motion screw. We can call it as tangent screw. This is the tangent screw. Now see, now suppose if you want to read something, now 12 degree, then you move the lower plate near the 12 degree. Then with the help of this tangent screw, make the exact coincidence of 12 degree. Isn't it? Slow motion screw, that is the horizontal plate will be moved slowly. Now whereas if you open the clamp screw, now the theodolite is moving over the lower plate. Isn't it? If I close this lower plate, if I close the lower clamp, then movement is restricted. Now what I am going to do now? Now I will open the upper clamp. Now this is the upper clamp. Upper clamp I will open it now. When you open the upper clamp, now this is the upper clamp screw. Can you see this upper clamp? Upper clamp screw is on the other side. Then this is the upper clamp screw, isn't it? This is the upper clamp screw, and that also can be controlled by upper clamp screw and also the slow motion screw. The upper plate. Now the summary is like this. There are two horizontal circle consisting of two plates. One is lower plate, the other one is upper plate. The lower plate is controlled by lower clamp screw, that is to restrict the movement. If you close this, there is no movement of the lower plate, isn't it? And there is a slow motion screw. If you operate this slow motion screw, lower plate, slow motion screw, then what is going to happen? Slowly it will move, isn't it? Now, if you open the main clamp, it will move like this. If you operate the slow motion screw, slowly it will move, isn't it? Understood? In the similar manner, upper plate, isn't it? Upper plate is also controlled by clamp screw. Upper plate is also controlled by clamp screw. Close the clamp screw, then restriction movement is restricted. And that is also have one, that is slow motion screw. When you operate the slow motion screw, then what is going to happen? The upper plate will move slowly. Understood? Isn't it? Now, for example, see, I will show you, that is, see, you can see this lower clamp, that is lower tangent screw. You can observe this slow motion of the telescope. You can observe this. Now, if you open this, we can move this, like, we can move this, easy movement. If you close this, the movement is restricted, no movement. If you want to make the telescope move slowly, then operate the tangent screw. Now there is a slow movement. Can you see this? Can you observe this? Isn't it? Slow motion. Understood? Now I have closed the lower plate. Lower plate is fixed. No movement of the lower plate. Isn't it? No movement of the lower plate. Now I will operate the upper clamp. Isn't it? To operate the upper clamp, see, now this is closed. There is no movement. Lower plate is also closed. Upper plate is also clamped. Lower plate is also clamped. Upper plate is also clamped. We have clamped both. Therefore, there is no movement. Isn't it? Now, if you open the lower clamp, then the whole instrument is rotating. Both upper plate and both are moving, isn't it? Right? Now I will close this and I will operate the tangent screw. When you operate the tangent screw, what is going to happen? There is a slow motion over the lower plate, isn't it? The whole instrument is rotating. Understood? Now what I am going to do? Now I will open the upper plate. I will open the upper clamp, isn't it? When I am open the lower plate is closed, upper plate is open, upper clamp is open now, then the only upper plate is rotating now. Only upper plate is rotating. Now I will close that also. Upper plate also I will close now. Upper plate also closed using upper clamp screw, isn't it? Then use the clamp screw related to the upper plate, a slow motion screw. When you use the slow motion screw, now the movement, then you can observe the movement of the telescope, isn't it? But the telescope is moving only over the upper plate, isn't it? Please understand, both the clamps are independent for their movement. Both are independent, isn't it? They are fixed. They are now fixed, one below, one above the other, and they are independent to rotate in both the direction. And this plate is, lower plate is controlled by lower clamp screw and lower plate tangent screw, slow motion screw, isn't it? Similarly, upper plate is also controlled by upper clamp screw and also upper plate tangent screw, slow motion screw, isn't it? Therefore, in any way we can control the movement of the theodolite, isn't it? Now, whatever we want to do it, we can do it. We can either close it, only we can operate like this, or else fix both. We can move like this, isn't it? After fixing, when you close all the clamps, it is fixed. No movement at all. There will not be a movement at all. When you close both the lower plate and upper plate, both are closed. When we close both, then what is going to happen? There is no movement, isn't it? Understood? Yes. Then next, the lower plate is controlled by lower clamp and lower tangent screw. Lower clamp and lower tangent screw. Done. Upper plate is controlled by upper clamp screw and upper tangent screw. Slow motion screw. Isn't it? Understood the construction of this horizontal circle? Yes. Horizontal circle consisting of two plates. Lower plate, upper plate. Lower plate is called main scale plate, isn't it? Upper plate is called vernier plate, isn't it? Vernier plate. Understood? Got it? Next, again, and there is a bubble. There is a bubble here. You can see this bubble. You can see the bubble. Now you know why this is used. You know why we are using this? To make the instrument level, isn't it? To make the instrument perfectly in the horizontal plane. Got it? Right? And if we come to the, we have another circle, isn't it? This is called, what is this? This is the vertical circle. This is called the vertical circle. This is the vertical circle. Now this vertical circle is attached to the telescope. This vertical circle is attached to the telescope. See, if I open this, that is, the vertical circle is controlled by vertical circle clamp screw. Now this is the vertical circle clamp screw. If I close this, there is no movement of the telescope. If I open this, see, if I open this, the telescope can be rotated, isn't it? About the horizontal axis, isn't it? About the horizontal. This is the horizontal axis. It is also called Brownian axis, isn't it? Got it? Now, see, if I close this, there is no movement. If I close this, there is no movement of the telescope. It is fixed. When you open this, we can move. Therefore, this is called vertical circle clamp screw. What is this? Vertical circle clamp screw. And also, we have the vertical circle slow motion screw. See, can you see this? Vertical circle slow motion screw. Now you observe this, your telescope, what is going to happen now? Is it moving now? Is it moving? Moving? Slow motion. It is moving, isn't it? It is going upward. Right? Isn't it? It is called, this is the slow motion screw and this is the, understood? Now this is vertical circle clamp screw, vertical circle slow motion screw. Okay? Understood? Got it? Now this is the various construction parts of the theodolite, isn't it? Now mainly this is consisting of number one. What is this? Tripod. And the second one is leveling head. This leveling head consisting of two triangular pieces, isn't it? Two triangular pieces. Now this one triangle piece, the other one is this plate, isn't it? In between this we have the foot screws, isn't it? The foot screws are being used for what? are used to make the instrument level, isn't it? Got it? Understood? Okay. Then the second one is horizontal circle. Horizontal circle consisting of two plates. One is lower plate, the other one is upper plate. Lower plate is controlled by lower clamp screw and tangent screw, isn't it? Then similarly, upper plate is controlled by upper clamp screw and tangent screw. And also, this is consisting of, this is the vertical circle. This vertical circle consisting of, that is, vertical circle is controlled by vertical circle clamp and tangent screw, isn't it? Slow motion screw, we are calling this. And this is attached to, vertical circle is attached to, okay? And you know, the vertical circle is graduated. Vertical circle is graduated from, isn't it? From 0 to 90, 0 to 90, and then 0, 0 to 90, 0 to 90, isn't it? Now, because, you know, see, there is a line of sight. Line of sight, now we can go upward, we can rotate 90 degrees, 0 to 90 degrees, isn't it? And similarly, we can go up to 90 degrees. This is from 0 to 90 degrees, 0 to 90 degrees in one direction. In another direction also, 0 to 90, 0 to 90. It is graduated from 0 to 90 and 0 to 90, isn't it? When you make, after leveling the instrument, when we make the vertical circle reading, that is 0, 0, then line of sight is horizontal. First, make the level the instrument. That is, I come back later. That is the installation and operation on the procedure will be explained later. Now, see. Now the first, you know, that is from 0, when we make the vertical circle 0, 0, it means that the line of sight is truly horizontal, isn't it? And you know, we have another two verniers here, that is verniers. Now these are called micrometers, isn't it? To read the reading, isn't it? To note the reading. Now there are two magnifiers here. There are two verniers. We are calling these as two verniers. That is to the vernier C, vernier A, and vernier B. Normally vernier A and vernier B. And you know, this is vernier C and vernier D, isn't it? That is to read both the sides, in both the verniers, isn't it? We will come back later. Now how to read and what to do, how to operate, all those things I will explain this. Now I think we have understood clearly the construction parts of theory. Okay? Can I go ahead? Right? Okay. If you want, you can repeat. You can later you can go through that is recording. Then we can. Or you can hear once again if you want. Okay, we'll go to the next, please. Okay, that is whatever the things I have explained now. We have all these things. Next, please. Yeah, next, please. Next. Yeah. So the same thing, whatever the things we have discussed, whatever the things I have discussed, I explained everything here. Isn't it? Now everything is here available. Now. Got. Now whatever the things I have explained, everything, same thing is available here. Can you see this? So what is this? Telescope. Isn't it? Telescope and see. Now this is the leveling head. This is the leveling head and horizontal circle. Now see micrometer. Isn't it? Now this is, what is this? This is the upper clamp screw. This is the lower clamp screw. Now this is the tangent screw. Isn't it? Now major part of the job is done. Okay. Now the same thing I have printed here. The written here. You can go through this later. Next, please. Next, please. Yeah. Okay. There is more explanation. What are the things we have discussed? Now that is written here. You can see this. Okay. Next, please. Hilpa. What do you want? See the explanation. Whatever we have discussed, the explanation, the same thing. Okay. Yes. It is full explanation. What we have now explained. Whatever the things we discussed, it is on the PowerPoint. Yeah. Now you can see this. Now see, now this is bubble tube. Now I told you that the bubble should be always center. When the bubble is at the center, now it is understood that line of sight is horizontal. The instrument is leveled, isn't it? And similarly, now this is the theodolite where located, and this is the eyepiece, isn't it? Eyepiece. Then this is the object end, and we have a lid here for this object. The objective end, there is a lid. It is covered to avoid the damage, isn't it? To protect the glass, isn't it? Okay. Then this is another one. This is the frame standard. It is A frame. Now sometimes, see when you look at this. Now when you look at this frame supporting, it is one supporting element. You look at this. This looks like a shape. Therefore, it is called A frame. In some people, in some textbook, it is called U frame because now it looks like U, isn't it? Now U frame or A frame, whatever may be, now it is used to support all the parts, all the parts of the theodolite, isn't it? Next, please. Yeah. This is again, that is, what is it? Focusing screw, isn't it? This is the magnifier and this is the one. Vernier to read, because it is graduated. Graduation is very small, therefore to read we need magnifier, isn't it? Now, next please. Yeah. Now here, the upper plate. See, the upper plate and lower plate. The upper plate, now this is the graduated from, this is the lower plate, graduated from 0 to 360 degrees, isn't it? And see, this is the full circle, lower plate. And just above this, now this is the spindle where we can just keep in the upper plate, isn't it? No voltage or no screw, nothing, because both are independent. Lower plate and upper plate both are independent, isn't it? They have to rotate in both the directions. Therefore, no fixing. There is no. It is those who are not fixed, just they are inserted. They will keep it like this, isn't it? Okay. Then move to the next. Yeah. Arrangement of plate. Same thing here. Again. Okay. Now this is the foot screws. I think you have operated this. You have used this instrument now. Okay. Now see. Now there are fundamental axes of the instrument. There are fundamental axes of the instrument. The fundamental axes of the instrument are the one is vertical axis. The other one is, isn't it? Now this is the horizontal axis and this is the vertical axis. And see the line of sight. The line of sight. Line of sight means the line of sight is the axis passing through the optical center of the eyepiece and the object glass. Line of sight is the optical center. Optical center. Line of sight is the lines passing through the optical centers. Optical centers are eyepiece and the object glass, and its continuation. It is called line of sight. And similarly, the line of sight, that is axis of the bubble tube. What exactly is the meaning of axis of the bubble tube? When a tangent is drawn, when a tangent is drawn to the bubble, when the bubble is its center of its movement, when the bubble is made to the center of its run, the line of sight, a tangent is drawn to a bubble. So when the bubble is centered, now that is called the axis of the bubble tube, isn't it? Now these are the essential, these are the fundamental lines of the MP level, isn't it? Now similarly, now this is to have the fundamental lines. Pure light is also have fundamental lines. Now here the fundamental lines. Now please understand the vertical axis, and then horizontal axis, vertical axis, horizontal axis, isn't it? Right? Then plate levels. Now these two are perpendicular to each other. Now this is plate level. Then again we have the fundamental line, axis of the bubble tube axis. How do you explain the bubble tube axis? Bubble tube axis is the tangent drawn to the bubble when the bubble is at its center. Okay? Got it? Vertical axis, horizontal axis, then bubble line, bubble tube, bubble axis, then plate levels. Now these are the fundamental axis of the theodolite, isn't it? Now their relationship, how it should be, and also we have the line of sight, isn't it? Telescope axis is the axis passing through the optical center of eyepiece to the object glass, isn't it? Under its continuation. That is the axis of the telescope, isn't it? Axis of the telescope, and their relationship is always the desired relationship when the line of the vertical axis must be perpendicular to the line of sight, must be perpendicular to horizontal axis, isn't it? Right? The line of sight must be perpendicular to horizontal axis, and the axis of the bubble tube must be parallel to horizontal axis, isn't it? Line of sight. When the instrument is, when the line of sight is horizontal, isn't it? Right? The vertical axis is perpendicular to horizontal, and the plate levels are perpendicular to each other, and which should be passing through the vertical axis. Okay? Understood? Okay, next we will go. Next please. Yeah. Now centering. The meaning of centering. Centering is the meaning of keeping the instrument exactly over the station. That is using plumb bob. Now, if you use this instrument, wherever you use this, now you keep the instrument exactly over the station where it is required to set up the instrument using through the plumb bob. That is vertical axis. The vertical axis and vertical axis must and the plumb bob. That is, there is a hook here. In that hook, the plumb bob will be fixed, isn't it? Then where that is keeping the instrument in the position, isn't it? Now that is called centering. Centering the instrument exactly over the station. That is it is the process of keeping the instrument exactly over the station, isn't it? Then transiting. The transiting means, now see, transit the instrument. Now when the instrument is rotated, transit the instrument. That is, you just change the position of the telescope and rotate this process. This process is called transiting. Transit the telescope, transit the instrument. No, this is the transiting. When you change that is position of the telescope, isn't it? Now this process is called transiting. Now this is where we have taken the sample reading. Then after taking the reading, the telescope is transited. That means transit the telescope. This process is called transiting, isn't it? Transiting. Then swinging. Now this process, this is transiting, and this is the swing the telescope. Got it? No, for every work you must regularly you must do these things, this process. When you use this instrument, now these are the fundamentals, the terminologies which are being used in theodolite survey. Let us be very careful while operating this instrument, isn't it? Now therefore, see, now process of transiting, isn't it? It is transit, swing, transmit and swing the telescope. Now here you can observe the one thing at this process, at this point of time. Now the vertical circle, you just look at the vertical circle. Look the vertical circle. Where is the vertical circle now? Where is the vertical circle? Right side of the observer. Vertical circle is right side of the observer, isn't it? And similarly, now you transit the telescope and rotate, isn't it? Swing it. Now where is the vertical circle now? Okay. The observations. Now this is the when the instrument is normal. When the instrument is normal, the telescope is to the right side of the observer, isn't it? Now this is the vertical circle. See, the vertical circle, when the vertical circle is right side of the observer and the observations made during this time, all the observations are called phase right readings. Phase right observation, isn't it? Phase right observations when the vertical circle of the theodolite is to the right of the observer, then that position is called, that is phase right readings, phase right observations, isn't it? When you change this, when you change the position of the vertical circle to the left side, now this is called phase left observation, isn't it? Phase left observation, isn't it? Phase left observation, isn't it? The observations are made at this position. Now they are called phase left readings, isn't it? Phase left readings. Right? Why we are doing all those things? What is the reason for this, to do this? Now I will tell you, I will discuss all these things in the next class. Okay? Now you please understand. Now I will repeat again. Now this is the left observation, left side observation, it is face left reading, and if you sync the telescope and changing the position of the telescope and change the position of the vertical circle, then is the face right observation. The observation made at this position are called right observation, that is face right observation and face right readings, and similarly now that is changing the face and left observation. Okay, understood? Yes. Got it? Centering, then transiting, swinging the telescope. Yeah. Now you can see this 1 minute.
Transiting action. Transiting. This is face right condition. For face left condition, transit, swing. Now this vertical circle is to the left of the observer. So it is called as face left condition. For changing into face right condition, again transit the telescope right, swing to right. Now this circle will come to the right side of the observer.
Okay, understood? Face left observation, and face right observation. Okay, I think we have discussed about this. That is axis of the bubble tube, axis of the devil tube, then vertical axis, horizontal axis, horizontal axis, then yeah. Okay, now I will stop this here. Now in the next class, now we will discuss about the usage of this instrument, how to use this, how to install the instrument, and what is the measurement, how to set up the instrument, how to use this instrument for reading, etc. We will do this in the next class. Thank you very much for everybody. Thank you.